Today's video is going to be a little different, and we're just going to see what's going on out here in this world. OMG. This is real though. We don't do a lot of chilling on this channel. I talk about a lot of serious things that I go through and a lot of serious things that everybody else could possibly be going through. So it's hard for me to kind of let that veil back a little bit. So I am going to be drinking on a little one too. You know, and if my personality peeks through, that'll be a good thing for you guys to see because you don't see it very often. So actually, what's actually going on out here in life? The Grammys was last night. It was some crazy shit going on. I saw that they were playing in Nicki Minaj's face. Really don't like that. And I guess now I should also take the time to actually talk about this Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion stuff. So let's actually talk about this. And let me take a sip on this first, because no ma'am, I got a lot to say. You know, for this to be dark, it is very, very bitter. Like, I don't know. We're going to sip on it. It's not too bad. Firstly, I don't condone anybody talking about anybody's dead parents. I do not have a mother of my own, so I definitely would not condone this. The response was very warranted. I'm pretty sure Megan Thee Stallion knew what she was getting herself into. A lot of shots at a lot of people. I don't think that she expected that response from Nicki Minaj.
Fragment foot, bullet, fragment foot, bitch.
So Megan Thee Stallion, she, after her Tory Lane situation, she left the scene. She came back an entirely different person. She looks better. She looks amazing. She looks great. Said that she really just wanted to put all of this behind her, but it just does not look like the case. Cobra did not do what she wanted to do. Kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, you know, to see that there was actually no growth. That hiatus changed nothing besides her look. She lost a little weight, and allegedly Nicki Minaj said that she got her nose done. We don't know how true that is. It does look like something's been done to it, but you know, I don't like to say those type of things because those type of things don't really matter. But you know, we do have to throw that in there. I'm gonna keep this in my hand because I really want to keep sipping on this. It's not that bad, but it ain't that good either. Me personally, I like Megan Thee Stallion's music. I think that some of her songs are very, very catchy. Some of them are better than others. But as of lately, I have not been feeling it. I really don't even like when Nicki Minaj makes this music that is like this music and just like shitting on everybody else. I like music that has more context to it. When you listen to a Nicki Minaj and with her having this level so high, it's clear that everything else is beneath her because everybody else beneath her is lacking the many things that make her different from everyone else. It's not to say that these people are beneath her or I don't like their music. I love their music, but it's not on the level of a Nicki Minaj. And this is the reason that she is on her level because of how different she is. I don't like the comparisons, and I don't think there is a comparison because there are bits and pieces of Nicki Minaj in every last one of these female rappers because she is the bar. And we all know this. I think it is very delusional for anyone to say from their mouth to throw up in her face about a Grammy when everybody on this planet Earth knows that she should have at least one. This one person doesn't have one. You don't think that's kind of crazy? A lot of people say that Nicki is entitled, she's cocky and things like that. The thing is, she has every right to be. I feel like everybody is cocky. It's just Nicki is the only person that shows it. I feel like Beyonce is cocky, Rihanna is cocky, everybody is cocky. Nicki Minaj is just the only person that shows it. I think that with Nicki being so outspoken with the industry, I think that a lot of celebrities agree with a lot of the things that Nicki says, but they're afraid to say it because they don't want to go against these counterparts. So when you speak against them, you basically are counseling yourself. And it's kind of sad to see that over the years before any of the situation has happened, that no other artist has really stood up with Nicki, not Young Money, not Drake, not any of her allies. And of course, I don't expect these people to jeopardize their connections and things like that. But again, we are black. At some point, we have to stick with each other and stop being so fucking scary. Like, it is crazy. But on to the Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj situation, child. I think it was very distasteful. A lot of things that Nicki Minaj does is somewhat distasteful. But this is where I feel like she took it too far, but I also understand the situation, and I also understand that Nicki Minaj is from a generation of rap where this is acceptable.
That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. Wet first off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife.
People who despise Nicki or don't like her personality will use situations like this to amplify the hate. We don't have many situations like this with Nicki. Yes, you can talk about her attitude. Yes, you can talk about this and that, this and that, this and that. But it often can be justified in a lot of situations because of what she's been through. And nobody else is going through what she's going through. From the looks of it, Republic is mishandling her. A lot of her rollout is never strategic. A lot of things she does, it seems like she's just out here on her own. And I can't say that she's doing better than a lot of people. You know, she actually doesn't really need that push. But however, it's good to have that push because those connections, this world is about connections. I really think that if Nicki Minaj went independent, she would still be okay. She has a loyal fan base that sells. And I think that is also what has made Nicki Minaj a target, is because she doesn't make the industry as much money as her counterparts. I really pay attention to Nicki Minaj way often than I should. That's just it. I don't know. That's just my girl. And one thing that I did not like about Megan Thee Stallion was the fact that she got on live with Nicki Minaj and she begged for the feature that Nicki Minaj gave her, which is an expensive feature. A lot of people can't afford it. And Nicki gave her the opportunity to have this feature for free at Megan's height of her career. They had agreed on some things and Megan didn't uphold her side of the agreement and then went on to collab with Cardi B after shading her on Nicki Minaj's live. Nicki Minaj didn't talk about this for a long time until they actually fell out and it came a bit more public that there was some type of tension.
Fragment foot bitch.
I feel like the beef stems from that, in which I felt like was really low and really foul of Megan. One, beg for this collab, and you to not fulfill your side of the bargain. It does make me look at her differently.
Whole so phony got me looking at him sideways.
However, I'm not a person who really cares about the personality of someone. I just care about the music. Nicki is the bar. How do you come down from that? I don't think that anyone in today's time should be compared to Nicki Minaj. In my opinion, every last female rapper has sprinkles of Nicki Minaj. Doja Cat is probably the closest thing to Nicki Minaj. The only skill that I feel like Doja Cat is lacking is Nicki's hood rap. And it's because Doja Cat isn't really connected to her urban side of her. She didn't grow up in a hood type of environment, so she doesn't have that gritty sound that rap normally is, and it comes from having the struggle of blackness. And I think that Doja lacks that, so she can't really tap into that hardness of rap. But however, she does have the pop Nicki. She does have the versatility of Nicki. She can do that. And I think that Megan has that grittiness of rap that Nicki also has, because she is a black artist. She's a black female artist that is of the black experience, so she can actually put that into her music. So I think that it's bits and sprinkles of Nicki Minaj in every last female rapper. Even the look of female rap is Nicki Minaj. Yes, you can say that Nicki Minaj influenced from Lil' Kim, but Nicki Minaj took it to a whole entire level and has tons more influence than Lil' Kim and longevity. She has 3 generations of people looking up to her, and that speaks volume. But however, the current situation of Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj, I really wish it wouldn't have gotten this far. When things start to overboil and people are just like, why do you really have an issue with this person, and start to say, oh, you're intimidated by her and things like blah, 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 this and that. I think that's when she began to say that, oh no, it's not that, it's this. I don't agree with what Nicki Minaj said about Megan Thee Stallion's mom. I will never condone anything like that. But when you go low, you can't tell the other person how low they should go. I also think that it is very low for anyone to talk about anyone's husband, whether you agree with Nicki Minaj being with him or not. This is her husband. This is also a loved one. This is the same as you coming for her brother, her sister, her mother, her dad. This is someone that she committed her life to forever, and you put him in a song, he's not out here beefing with you. You're beefing with her and you're coming for her family. So I understand that. I would react the same way. I probably wouldn't say something like that because that is extreme. But however, it would piss me the fuck off. I don't know how low I would take it. I don't think I would take it that low. But honestly, I don't know how low I would take it if you come from my family. Also, I was watching Azealia Banks live today while I was at work. Well, I was listening to it. And she made some valid points about Nicki Minaj and the industry. She was just like, Nicki Minaj actually is not upset with female rap. She's upset with the industry. I don't always listen to that woman, but whatever. She is something else. She made some valid points. She was like, when she was taken under the wing of Young Money and was handled with so much care. Yeah, Young Money was the best decision for Nicki Minaj at that time, for sure. After that ended, it was just like, where else was she supposed to go? Who else could manage the Nicki Minaj? Jay-Z is like the father of music. If anybody else should have handled Nicki Minaj, it should have been him. And I don't know why that is not the case. She's not intimidated by Megan Thee Stallion, more so upset that Jay-Z kind of co-signed Megan Thee Stallion when she felt like she deserved that. When you leave Young Money, which was one of the biggest labels at the time, it's like for a Nicki Minaj to put her on this type of level, what does she go to after that? She should have moved directly into Roc Nation. It's just like she's on that level. And I feel like if she was with Roc Nation, she would be on the level of Rihanna and Beyonce. Nicki Minaj is a megastar. She needs a label behind her that is on her level. She kind of have watched, and they have watched, that she just get poked, and nobody ever stands up for her. Not Young Money, not Drake, not Wayne, nobody. Nobody stands up for her. For Jay-Z to also be someone that she has had a relationship with and has connected with, you would think that he would stand up for Nicki Minaj in some type of degree, but that's not necessarily the case. I think that Nicki Minaj is actually mad at female rap. She's mad at the industry because everybody just watched her get poked and poked and poked and poked. It makes so much sense for her to move from Young Money into Roc Nation. I don't see anywhere else being able to handle a Nicki Minaj, and it makes sense why she's been so mishandled after that point. It's very, very weird to me, but that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this little sit down chatting with me, just getting this bull crap off my mind. And we're having a little sip, boo. Ciao.